everybody. My name is Caitlin and I tried recording this earlier, but I found myself acting like not myself in front of the camera and I was immediately disgusted with the result. So I will be shifting gears and just doing me and not trying to emulate musings of a crouton because that's sort of what it was giving, and I was like, ooh, but I don't have the same like vocality that she does, so this is just coming off as obnoxious. But that's okay, we live and we learn. What I want to talk about is I've been having a lot of ideas about who I'm supposed to be. I think that maybe one day I can be a poet, I could be a novelist, I could be a talk show host, or like a treasure of Ireland for some reason. And only one of those things seems attainable. Like, I really do think that I could give Wendy Williams a run for her money. And yes, that is a threat. When I think of all the funny things that I could do to spend my time up until 2040 when the earth either explodes or I just simply have to take matters into my own hands, take that as you will. There's almost too much that I think about doing because I don't just want to do these things, I want to do them well. Like, when I think of doing these things all at once, that just seems like really bad, and like I'm only gonna get a really bad outcome because I wouldn't have put in the appropriate amount of time, energy, or effort into doing what I'm trying to do, right? Like, not only do I want the things that I pour myself into, the art that I pour myself into, to come out good, I want it to come out excellent. I don't want like a fire pit to show for my discography. I want a really vibrant, lively mosh pit, you know, and I want it heavily surveilled. All my fans will be tap dancing on pins and needles. And that's the thing that I find myself most concerned with, and not in a good way. Much like white people in coral reefs, I'm afraid of dying. Like, really afraid of dying. Not super obsessed with lineage, don't worry about that. But I am afraid of fizzling out. And yeah, I want notoriety because I feel like that notoriety is what's going to keep me alive. And I want the glorification, and I don't want to die. And this is so deep for a first video, but the reason for why this first video is so like, I don't want to die, and like, is because, one, I want to be authentic about my voice. Like, I know that the nature of this game is that you have to sell a persona, you have to sell some sort of brand, and I don't know what that looks like for me yet. And I don't want to be so authentic that I'm giving away every aspect of myself, but I also don't want to be inauthentic and just come on this app and feel like it's a hassle every single time I'm here, you know? Essentially, I'm afraid of meaning nothing. So what exactly can I do so that I can actually mean something? And like, I don't know. I don't know. That's the problem, Smalls. I genuinely don't know what it is I can do to mean anything. What I do know is that I have limited time and life goes by in the blink of an eye. And like, girl, even when you're not blinking, guess who's still going? Life. The fuck? And I've been told by people who have a lot of opinions, you know, ranging from my mom to school counselors to my literal psychiatrist, that I need to slow down. But that's easier said than done when the brain, all she wants to do is panic and party. I do try to listen to these people because they have psychology degrees, and it's a lot more than what I've got going on. I'm an English and communications major for reference. But dude, again, my brain is not trying to hear all that. Like, she just wants to do what she wants to do, but like, I need to find some sort of happy middle ground in order to survive, because there's a lot going on. Recently, I became an aunt, and like, I didn't just become this beautiful little boy's aunt, I became his godmother. And I've been wondering, what can I do to prepare for him? And I know what you're thinking. Girl, you just said that you already became an aunt, and he is 7 months old, so we're 7 months past due in thinking of the preparation part, right? But what I mean by what do I want to do to prepare for him, or how can I prepare for him, is how can I be my best self? How can I present the best of my art and the most authentic versions of my art, and genuinely create something beautiful for him to look at and then turn back to me and want to continue to choose me as his godmother, not just have to deal with the fact that I'm his godmother, you know? No pressure at all to my beautiful, wonderful 7-month-old nephew. But like, seriously, how do I do all these things and do them well? Like, how the hell do I even begin to survive? I'm still in college in my undergrad. This is my 3rd year. I have survived a pandemic. I have survived a school shooting because I go to Florida State. And I have survived this administration twice. Girl, I'm 20. And I feel like I've lived a lifetime. Like, this is enough for me. I don't know how to keep going or what to do. And I don't want to endorse the sense of naive optimism. But I also don't want to endorse nihilism. I hate it, and I think that it's killing people. I refuse to believe that the miracle of humanity, whether you're religious or spiritual or not, that the literal miracle of life, in whatever form you understand that it came into fruition or believe that it came into fruition, is reduced to this terrible moment that we're living in. I do think that it is the fault of human beings that we are existing in this sort of suffering, but I don't think that this has to be our end. And sue me, I give a fuck about human beings. I want us to be happy. Anyway, that's a lot for a first video, but it's really important to me to just be able to talk about and to be as authentic with myself as humanly possible without sharing too much on this app. I want to treat this channel as a sort of archive or e-portfolio. Something to show that I'm not nothing, and that no one around me can ever be reduced to nothing. I already feel that with other people, but I really want to prove to myself, like, girl, you're not nothing. Look at what you're doing. Creating YouTube videos. You know, I just need tangible evidence sometimes to get myself through these things. And even if this doesn't grow into a super huge platform, I can be content with that, knowing that I was able to impact anyone at all. And I think that that's the point of all of this, is that I really need to learn that I'm enough, but that's way too reflective for right now, and I know that this video is already too much, girl, it's too much. So we're not gonna get into all of that. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to follow more of the madness, then you can go and add me on Instagram at Sienna Capri. I will put that somewhere over here. And you can follow my chihuahua on Instagram if you want to, called Chinaman the Haha, which I will also put somewhere over here. And if you find another Instagram of mine, no, you did not. Thank you for listening. If you made it this far, and now I'm gonna go do my homework.